Hey Instagram, it's Candace Junée. I'm the CEO of Epic Fab Girl. I'm a digital marketing and automation strategist and business coach, and today we're talking about making more money with advertising and marketing. I'm so excited about this talk today because we are bringing on Ryan McCrary, who is the funnel doctor. He's amazing at what he does, and he happens to be one of the speakers at this year's Go Getter conference. And so if you didn't already know, we've been doing a series where we are bringing on all of our Go Getter conference speakers on Instagram Live to just share a little bit more about them, their journeys, and what they're going to be talking about at this year's conference. If you didn't already know, Go Getter Conference is a conference for Christian women entrepreneurs. The goal of this conference is to really help you build, grow, and monetize your business and connect with other amazing women entrepreneurs. You can definitely bring your boyfriend, your cousin, your best friend, your husband. So it's, even though it's for women, you can literally bring your boo thing, all of the things. So the men are absolutely welcome. It's happening in Chicago, September 15th and 16th, and we have virtual ticket options as well. So I'm going to bring on Ryan. And it's gonna be a good time. He is really amazing at what he does, and I can't wait for y'all to learn from him. Hello, Ryan.
Hey, how you doing? I'm excited about this.
Listen, I'm doing well. I'm excited too. I feel like as the conference, at this point, the conference is less than 30 days away. So I'm just like getting more and more excited. And so I'm just excited to talk about a little bit more about you and your background in marketing and building a business, and what our audience has to look forward to leading up to the conference. So for those who don't know anything about you, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Of course, and definitely, appreciate the opportunity to speak at the conference. I'm so excited. I only been to Chicago like once before, so it's going to be only my second time in the Chi.
A time is
So
going to
I'm
be
excited to pull up.
okay.
Right, definitely. So for those that don't know me, I am Ryan McCrary, the funnel doctor. I run a digital marketing agency. We specialize in funnels, of course, but the whole, funnel journey. So that's the whole front end, the copy, the messaging, the back end integrations, the design of it, and then also we set up and manage advertising campaigns through Facebook, Instagram, and Google Ads. But I really just have a passion for helping entrepreneurs get their message out into the world. Because as entrepreneurs, I truly believe we got great products and services. We got great things that we want to get out there. But if you're not marketing, if you're not putting out there, if you're not doing paid traffic, you have something great that people don't even know about. So it's too many people out here that are the best kept secret. So we help get them into the marketplace more.
Wow. I feel like that's so good, because you started talking about something that I feel like happens a lot of times with entrepreneurs, is that they get to this point where they start questioning themselves and they're like, well, maybe my product isn't that great. Maybe this idea isn't something that people want. And it's like, maybe that's not the case. Maybe you just need to let more people see it, right?
Right.
Like you said, like people are being the best kept secret just because people don't know about what they're doing. And so talk to us about, my thing is like, what got you into marketing? What makes you like love marketing? I know I love all things marketing, but for you to be dedicating your entire business to like marketing and helping other people market, why do you like love marketing?
Yeah, I mean, at first, honestly, came out of desperation and just having to survive as an entrepreneur. So my professional background is finance. So I worked in corporate for many years, working with finance and investments and stocks and mutual funds and so forth. But when I first left my job, I had to learn how to make money. So as an entrepreneur, and I think we talked about this on our last conversation, if you are not familiar with running a business, it's really hard to get sustainable revenue. So that was my biggest challenge coming into entrepreneurship. I was very naive. I didn't know what I was doing. I wanted to be my own boss, but I literally got slapped in the face of like learning how to have consistent revenue as a business owner. So that's when I dove into marketing and funnels and advertising. I was like, I have to learn how to make money. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't want to go back to a job that I hated. I didn't want to go back to a career that I wasn't passionate about. So, like I said, first out of desperation, I had to learn how to market as an entrepreneur. So then I just started, getting good at it, started learning a few things, started meeting a lot of different entrepreneurs. And then on the side, I started helping people indirectly. But like, hey, let me just tighten up your website for you. Let me do a little landing page for you. Let me run some ads for you. Not thinking it would actually become my actual business. It's because I developed the skill and I actually get results for people. So, after some time of doing that and getting results for myself, I made a decision to actually build an actual agency, to do this as a business. And we've been helping hundreds of clients since. And we're really passionate about getting people results that drives customers into their business so they can grow and keep scaling.
I love all of that because I feel like one of the big things that one of the most common struggles I feel like entrepreneurs go through is feeling like they don't have enough money or they're not making consistent income. And it's like, if you're not marketing your business consistently, you can't expect to have money coming in consistently, right? And
Right.
so I love that that business has been birthed out of a need, right? Like it was birthed out of a need to do it for yourself, and then other people started asking, and then here you are now mastering marketing and helping other people make more money and generate more revenue, but also impact more people. And so at the conference, we're going to be talking a lot about just like branding and marketing and the importance of just putting yourself out there. But what would you say is like one of the biggest mistakes you see when it comes to marketing or advertising, or maybe it's that people feel like they don't need to be doing advertising or marketing? Like, what do you
All
what
of
do
the
you feel
above.
like? Listen.
Definitely all of the above. Some of the first things are not clear on the avatar. Of like, oh, this is for everyone or anybody can get a hold of this, and not being crystal clear on specifically who this is for and specifically what problem that you solve. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe, listen, you're not even selling nothing. You're solving a problem. And being able to articulate specifically what problem you solve for people, I think that's definitely important. Another thing, of course, is not marketing or not advertising at all. Only depending on organic marketing. Like if you have, a good big platform, if you have a large fan base, if you have access to other influencers or whatever, you can get away with not actually spending money on paid ads. But a lot of people don't have access to that. Like even myself, I don't have that many followers. So I put a lot of my advertising dollars into paid ads and Instagram ads and Facebook ads, SEO and so forth. So I think that's definitely important as well. And then one of the other things is not getting proof of concept before they put something out there in marketing. You know what I'm saying? Like the best marketing campaign, the best funnel, the best ad is not a substitute for product market fit. So if people don't want to buy what you're selling, the best marketing campaign is not going to help that. So you want to do your research prior, or you want to, be even like with product brands and stuff that we work with, we tell them to go out and vend first, or go to a trade show, or go to something, where you see people actually buying it. You understand who it is, you understand the pain points. Now bring it online, get your online store, start getting more people, get it in front of more people, or even with a service or whatever it is, start getting some referrals, start actually getting results for people, seeing that you have proof of concept, and then marketing will amplify something that people already want to buy.
Ooh, I love that. I mean, God, because it's like that part in and of itself is like, I hate when business owners get to a place where they give up on their business without doing the due diligence of making sure that what they're creating is actually something that's necessary. And so it's one of the reasons why when I take in clients, I need them to have figured out what they want to do and have sold something before. If ain't nobody bought it, you might still need to be in the research phase to figure out if people want to buy it. And so I love that. One question I have for you is in the growth of your personal business, what were some of the biggest changes that you had to make as an individual, as a business owner, to see your business grow to that next level?
There's a lot of them. Definitely just becoming a better leader and investing in personal development. Those are probably the biggest ones, because whatever got you there, or whatever habits and stuff got you to where you are, if you want to go to that next level, you can't keep doing the same thing. So I'm big on investing in coaching and training and just reading and learning and like that, in itself has been a big shift. And like I said, just becoming a better leader. And as you want to grow and scale a business, it's going to be impossible to do it by yourself. So you have to get a team, you have to hire people, you have to onboard people, you have to train people, you have to be, a good leader. Like you have to do all the things, which honestly, like naturally is not my strength. I can market, I can sell, we can get clients, but hiring people and retaining people and training people and like that whole part of being a CEO is something that I really had to develop skills. So those were some of the biggest, hurdles and stuff that I had to go through, becoming a better person, a better leader, and being able to grow a team.
I love that. I mean, so talk about because I know being a person that is always constantly in a place of where you're getting personal development, you're learning more about growing, your business. Talk to us about the difference between investing in a course versus showing up in a room, or what role has showing up in rooms at events played on your life and business?
It's everything. To be honest, it literally has changed the trajectory of my business for multiple different reasons. Of course, we've got a lot of clients just from being in rooms and meeting people, and it's much easier to get a client once you talk to them face to face. You could build a rapport with them. It's much easier to do business that way, as opposed to just staying online. Also, just different relationships. Even getting on this live here and being able, have an opportunity to speak at your conference came from being in a room and meeting at an event. I know it's okay to meet people virtually, stuff like that, but we didn't meet virtually. You know what I'm saying? We met in person and just built a relationship from there. So it's honestly just been, so life-changing for myself personally and for the business. And it's important, you got to get in the room. If you are not where you are, you're not where you want to be in business, you gotta be in the room. It's non-negotiable. I know with live streaming and everything more popular, you think, oh, I can just be home, I can watch it from home, I can just get the replay. No, it's nothing like actually being in the room and meeting someone face to face, shaking hands and building relationships. So I would not be nowhere near where I am in my journey without actually going and connecting with people in person and being in certain rooms.
Yeah, I think that's so good. I mean, I love events. I've been hosting events since I was in college. I love just bringing people together, and, events are a lot of work, but I'm it's worth it once you're there in the room.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
And I love what you said of it gives you the opportunity to actually meet people. And it had me thinking about how at every stage of the game, I have put myself in different rooms. Even when I had just quit my job in corporate, I literally went to 2 entrepreneurial conferences that year with barely any money in my bank account, didn't know how I was gonna, make everything shake. But every single year I went to an event that either allowed me to meet someone who, changed my life in a great way, or I, was able to level up myself in my business in a different way just from attending and being in the right room and being surrounded by like-minded people. So I definitely appreciate that. For those who didn't know, the conference is September 15th and 16th in Chicago. Ticket sales end September 1st. So it's not one of those email us on September 2nd talking about I want my ticket. It's baby girl, you already knew. Sorry you missed the deadline. You might be able to get a virtual one if they're not sold out, okay? Because they're limited spots for both. So, and one thing I really value, especially at Go Getter Conference, is that it's a large conference, but it's not so massive that it makes it difficult to meet people. You have the capacity to be able to meet a lot of people at the conference and in the room. So I saw a question from someone. I see a couple of questions that I wanted to ask you, Ryan. So Kelly's Creation said, how do you know what you're selling is what people want? As a business owner, you may feel your product is what people want, but how do you really know?
Wait, I'm sorry. Say it again.
So they said, how do you know that what you're selling is what people want? So as a business owner, you may feel like your product is what people want, but how do you actually really know?
When people buy it. I mean, you got to test it, and you got to, you just got to put it out there and like see if people actually buy it. Because a lot of us, it's easy to fall into that trap of like, oh, I think it's a good idea. I think this will change the world and everything like that. But you really have to go out there and actually put out there and have people buy it. Even, I see a lot of people do like surveys and like focus groups and stuff like that. And I'm not saying don't do that, but the way we measure that is like people actually swiping that card.
Yeah.
So unless people are swiping that card in a sustainable amount of people, that's how we measure everything of like people actually buying it. I don't care if people say, oh yeah, that's good. I think that's a good idea. Yeah, people will buy that. Like, no, I want to see actual sales of something. That is my measuring stick of it.
Listen, that is so good. I'm like a huge proponent of doing surveys and focus groups. But I feel like you said, like even like people could say all day, every day, what they think, would be good. But it's like a sure tell test of like, how, like, are you going to put your money where your mouth is, right?
Right.
When people are buying the actual product, that is like, all right, well, they needed it bad enough where they wanted it.
Exactly.
And another thing I was going to say too is like, a good indicator that people want what you got to offer, especially if it's a purchase that you can repeat time and time again, is if they're making repeat purchases.
Yes.
Because, let's say they buy it and then they never buy it again. What was wrong with the product?
Right.
Send out a survey or something and be like, hey, did you enjoy it? And take their feedback. If they're like, hey, I liked it, but this dress was see-through, so like I couldn't really wear it to church or wherever I wanted to wear it. Like whatever the case may be, right? So like you need to take that into account and find ways to better improve like your product or service by way of just getting customer feedback.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a nugget. Hope y'all pick that nugget up.
Listen, I'm over here giving away free info. The conference is gonna be litty. Like I'm teaching about 5 times, so like
I can't wait. I'm gonna have my pen in hand too.
Listen.
For real.
Listen, it's gonna be a time. I'm over here like, okay, get all the slides together, but it's gonna be a good time. I saw Kelly had another question of like, and I love this question. So she said, do you think having a degree in business will help have a successful business?
No, I'm playing. Let me stop. No, I don't think it's bad to have. Can it help? I think it has the ability to help. Is it a requirement for business? Absolutely not. Most people that, number one, teach MBA programs or business programs haven't actually ran a business themselves. Maybe it's going off theory or books or stuff like that. But I think it can help. Generally, with a business degree, it's teaching you how to like work in a business or be a manager in a company or something like that, which I think could help you in your entrepreneur journey. But what's going to help you the most is actually running a business and putting products and services out there, testing things, learning, going to events and so forth. I think that's going to be the best. But I don't think it would hurt. But a lot of people think, oh, well, I got an MBA. Like, I'm going to be great at running a business. But like, you learn from somebody that never had a business himself. And it's tons, like, I don't have a degree in business. I don't have an MBA. I never went to school for business. We still build, a formidable company. And most of the people that do build massive companies are like college dropouts. You know what I'm saying? We're not, saying drop out, but most of the people that built those companies actually don't have degrees in business.
See, I love it because I actually have my MBA and I would have the same response. Like from experience, like I got my MBA when I was super young. So I graduated in 2014. So I was like 23. I had never had any like corporate experience. So I got this MBA because I knew I wanted to run a business and focus on that. And I feel like a lot of the foundational principles of marketing I learned in that MBA program, but the practical, like how to actually make it work for your business, I had to learn that on my own.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It wasn't, and it's crazy because it's like the basics of marketing are always going to be the basics of marketing. Like you got to have your target audience. You got to, do research on your target audience. You got to take these steps. And a lot of that stuff is information that I learned by way of, my MBA program. However, a lot of this information is available on the internet. Okay. And, I think an MBA like helps in certain areas. It like you said, it helps. It's not going to hurt your business, but it's not like you absolutely have to have a degree in business to be successful. I feel like if I never studied business and I just had an engineering degree, I still would have been able to figure
Yeah,
it out.
yeah, absolutely.
But I think that, you know, it just really depends on what your goal is, what your focus is. And, you know, you don't, like, I always tell my clients, like, you do not, like, part of, especially in this day and age, why you don't need to have a degree in business to be successful in business is because you can just hire someone like me or Ryan who has learned and done all the hard work,
Right.
so that we can do, you know, what you don't know how to do, or we can help advance or teach you, you know, how to do what it is that you want to do. So like, you know, you can just hack the system, because most of the stuff that they make you do in an MBA program or in a, you know, business degree program is like academic, and it's not it's like that works great in theory, but does it work in a practical way?
Right.
And
Right.
like the stuff I learned about in my MBA program wasn't nothing about TikTok,
Right.
Instagram,
Right.
not a funnel.
No,
I ain't learned nothing
yeah.
about a funnel
Right.
in an MBA program.
I was just
So
gonna say that because I know a lot of people that did go to school for business, even like Ivy League folks, and it was like I never actually had a course on how to sell a product or service. Like
nope,
nothing's
nothing.
about like how to actually sell something in the marketplace. Like I said, it may be about theory,
It's how to run a
management. Yeah,
corporation.
yeah, right, exactly. But like, yeah, that's interesting. So to answer that question, listen, we're on the same page with that.
Listen, so good. Okay, so in our last 5 minutes, y'all can definitely drop questions if y'all have any questions. Um, why do you think they should get in the room at Go Getter Conference? Like, I know you've seen the agenda. A lot of people haven't seen this agenda, but listen.
It's a lot of reasons why you got to get in the room. Like, listen, it's money in the room. So if you're in business, if you're an entrepreneur, you need customers, you need to make more money. So it's a lot of money in the room. It's a lot of, I'm sure y'all got tons of gems in 24 minutes from us just being on the live. So imagine if you in there for 2 days, you know what I'm saying, all day, learning from Candace, people like myself, and all the other amazing speakers. So all the gems you're going to pick up, again, it's money in the room. You may be able to get clients out of the room. You know, you build relationships and stuff like that. So it's no way, you know, before you attend and after you attend, you're going to be in the same spot in your business, in your mindset, in your life. So I think, honestly, it's a no-brainer. If you are a Christian woman entrepreneur and you're looking to grow your business, it's a no-brainer that you should be in the room.
Yeah, what do you say to the person that's on the fence that is like, well, I have the money, I might just not know if I want to let it go and, you know, make the investment to attend? What do you say to that person?
You just want to forfeit your greatness. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be real. Like, listen, do you want to do this or not? Like, seriously. And I'm the type, like, I'm not in the convincing business. You know what I'm saying? Of like, the proof is in the pudding. Like, if you want to grow and scale your business, you have to be around people who are already doing what you're trying to do. So if in your mind, this is what you want to do, you have that clear, it's non-negotiable. Now, if you still playing around, if you're not taking it serious, then stay where you're at. You know what I'm saying? But if you are serious about your business and about your brand and growing as an individual and as a CEO, you need to be in that room. So I think it's really about looking inside of like, how bad do you really want it? Because people say they want things, they say they want to grow, you know, they say they want to be where Candace ever. She's dropping screenshots and she's going to try to do over 500,000, if not 1 million this year and multiple years to come. You say you want that, but are you willing to actually put in the work and make the decisions that you need to actually be where people are that you want to be at?
It was a whole sermon. Listen, you started with the forfeit your greatness, okay? And I feel like I could go in on that all day, but I feel like so many times, I say this all the time, like, you know, people be praying to God, especially believers. Like, I hate to pick on believers because it's like sometimes it's like I understand it's like you praying to God for an answer, but then the answer is right there in your face
Right.
and you can't even see it as the answer, right? And so I think it's so important that when, you know, when you're praying to God for something, you may be praying to God for answers about how to grow your business. Maybe the answer is going to be in the room at the conference.
Right.
Maybe the mindset shift that you need to get you to 6 or 7 figures is going to be in the room at the conference. Maybe you've been praying for a best friend or more community. Like, maybe that's in the room at the conference, right? And these opportunities are in your face all the time and you just thinking, oh, well, that's not for me, right? And I think it's just so important for, for believers to get in the room and learn, not just oh, we love you, Lord. Oh, all the worship and praise. We're going to get all that. It's going to be great. But I think it's something about learning the practical steps to grow your business and position yourself for what you say you want. How dare you sit back and pray for something you're not willing to work for?
Oh.
Like for me, listen, this how I'm coming on stage. Like I'm not here to play with the people. Like you've been praying for, like you, mind you, it's 2023. We have seen a lot of people get rich in the pandemic and beyond, and a lot of people are still sitting on the sidelines wondering if they can play the game too. Right. And it's like all you got to do is get in the game. Like all you got to do is put your toe in the water. It's sink or swim, but you can learn the strategies to swim. You can learn the strategies to keep your business afloat, even if it's, oh, I'm going to get a floaty device to figure it out until I can start doing the regular, whatever they call it, regular swimmer stroke. At the end of the day, you got to position yourself to actually do the work. But like, I think it's disrespectful to God and your gifts that he's placed on the inside of you to pray for something you're not willing to work for and not putting your gifts to use. So that's what I got. So I really hope that y'all show up in the room at Go Getter Conference. We've got over 100 speakers. We've got Tiffany Montgomery, or not 100 speakers, 100 guests, but over 20 speakers. Tiffany Montgomery, Takora Davis, Joy McLaughlin Harris. Like we've got so many incredible speakers and the sessions are fire. We're talking about everything from venture capital to how to market your business to, how to position yourself for 5-figure launches, building and scaling your business to 6 figures and beyond. Like this conference is about to change your life, but you got to make that first decision and invest in that ticket. And I know somebody said in the chat, if this was for just in person, but we also have virtual tickets available as well. So yeah.
Make sure y'all in the room. I can't wait. Can't wait to meet everyone in person. Can't wait to drop some more gems on y'all. So thank you again just so much for the opportunity to be a speaker. Yes, I can't wait to get it. I know it's going to be lit.
Thank you so much. I'm really excited. It's going to be a great time. I know God's going to show up in the room. Lives are going to be changed. Businesses are going to be changed. And it's going to be an amazing time. So thank you so much, Ryan. And for all of y'all who listened, thank y'all for showing up. But bring yourself, bring a friend, and stop making excuses. We got all the options. We got Afterpay. We got Klarna. We got Affirm. So even if you ain't got it right now, baby, you got a 6-week payment plan, okay?
No excuses.
Yes. So, all right. I will see y'all and thank you. Bye.